Hi, everyone. How are you? Happy Tuesday, April 20th here. I am going to give it a couple of minutes for people to see that I'm live. I'm glad you guys are here to join me. Very, very excited for today's show. I know last week someone had a question and I didn't see it until after the show. And I was like, please ask the question again this week. So I hope that they're here and that they ask the question again because I don't remember what it was. And I know that I was really like, oh my gosh, you have to ask that so I could talk about it. So I'm hoping either it comes back to me what the question was or they hop on and they mention the question again. So I'm really glad you guys are all here. There's going to be a couple announcements that I'm going to be making, a couple of changes that are happening, so on and so forth. Of course, Magic is right behind me, as you guys can see. And of course, she's going to be in one of her moods because today was a busy day for me, so I haven't seen her all day. So you know how that is, how that goes with her. I do have my seltzer. Oh, and this is important. If you are watching on my animal communication page and you comment on that page, I will not see it. So you have to comment on the direct link. So on what was shared there, please comment on that. That would be really great because otherwise I can't see what you guys are saying, okay? So I'm going to get started. Hi, Tori. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate that. I'm going to get started by reading the comments and going over a couple of things. I have to start off by telling you guys a funny story. It has nothing to do with animals, but has to do with me. So anyone who truly knows me knows I fall all the time. Like I can't walk on my own 2 feet. It's just a given. Like it's an ongoing joke. Like I always fall, always fall, always fall. No matter where I am, I'm always falling. So yesterday, my son's LED lights came in. I'm like, let's put them up. And I grab his chair and I pull it over to the wall. And he goes, Mom, don't stand on that chair. It swivels. I'm like, I'm fine. Just watch me and just help me. We'll be fine. I just have to get these lights up. I stand up on the lights and on the chair and I start to hang up the lights and what happens? It swivels and I fall off the chair. And you know, his face, he just went, and I go, not a word. Let's just get this done. So I was laughing because I was like, oh my God, it truly is. I truly live the life of do as I say and not as I do, which I think is so funny because that's exactly the way I am. Like, do as I say and not as I do. If my son stood on a chair, I'd be like, why are you sitting on a chair? You're crazy for sitting on a chair. So now I have like this big knot. I don't think you guys could see it, but I have this big knot right here. I don't know if you could see the knot, but I have a big knot on my arm now from it. It could have been so much worse and it wasn't. But I just thought you guys would find it funny to see that, you know, I'm stubborn, as you guys know, but I can't walk on my own 2 feet and I fall all the time. So I fell yesterday, which I think is so funny. Hi, Heather. So I'm going to just say hello to everybody. Thank you so much. Oh, Magic just jumped on the table, as I'm sure all you guys heard. I'm sure you could see her tail right here. And yeah, she's in rare form. So this is, if anybody is here, Sasha, can you touch grief for a moment? I feel guilty for making the decision to say goodbye for my cat's health reasons and help to cross over. Wait 1 second. And help to cross over. Do they ever feel upset when we do that? Sasha, this is a great question. Sasha, were you the one, because somebody had a question last week and I don't remember what it was. Just so it doesn't bother me, were you the one who had the question last week, or is this just another question that somebody's asking? Because this is a great question. So first of all, let's just talk grief for a second, okay? Grief is real. Actually, it's really funny that you mentioned grief, okay? Yes, Christina, I can. So it's funny that you mentioned grief because someone sent me a screenshot of a group that I'm not even a part of. And I was tagged in this group for someone who was asking for a psychic medium. So someone was asking for a psychic medium, if anybody could suggest anyone. I was tagged in there. I'm not part of this group, so I don't know anything that's going on in the group. But she sent me what people were saying afterwards because she was really angry and upset with what was happening in some of these people's reactions. And one of the things that they said was psychics lie to grieving families for monetary purposes. People really need to take a step back and start judging these monsters more harshly. So That's what somebody said. There are no real psychics, period. So what do we get out of that? Because the person that sent me the screenshot after they suggested to contact me as a good psychic medium, if they were looking for one, so they were supportive of me. This was the reaction that was said. And then there was a whole stream of, psychics are liars and they steal money and all the stuff, like all the stuff was going on. And she was really angry at what this person said. And what I took out of it was grief sucks. Grief is real. Grief is really hard. This person is coming from a place of anger. And they're probably coming from a place of anger because they are grieving and don't know how. Maybe they're holding on to grief for the loss of an animal or a person that they don't know how to grieve. Maybe they blame themselves for that loss. So if they don't want to blame themselves, what better person to blame than a psychic medium? Are there fakes out there? 100%. 100%. But are there real ones out there? 100%. So we have to go back to grief for a second. And we have to go back to this feeling of grief. Every single animal that I've read and every single animal that I've lost and had to bring the choice of helping them transition. My Niki cat, who is 19 years old, his year just passed of his transition and me having to make that decision. Every experience that I've had in that moment that I felt that animal and felt that, I have felt nothing but peace. And this is why. Because our soul is still intact. The body is a physical body, and it is like a shield or a shell. That's what I want to use. It's a shell. So this shell breaks down. And sometimes our soul needs to be relieved of that shell. So by giving that peace and doing it in a humane way for the right reasons gives that animal peace. I want you to think about what we do to humans. I think the fact, and some states I think California is one, if somebody has like stage 4 or 5 cancer, they will give them medicine to help them cross over. That's something that's new in the last couple of years. But just think of how much suffering our loved ones do in the end because we don't have that ability to help them cross over. So while we absolutely, Megan, you saw those comments? Those were sent to me. I can't even see them because I'm not part of the group. But it's so funny. I'm like, what? But I'm not angry about those comments. Just so you know, I'm not. I actually feel pain for the people who commented that way. When we feel guilt, it's because of that unconditional love. It's because of that respect and honor that we have for our pets. It's because we always want to do the right thing and we don't always know what the right thing is. We have to stop putting so much pressure on ourselves and demanding perfection from ourselves and know that we're coming from a place of nothing but pure love. And when we see our animals are suffering, we want to take that suffering away. So are animals okay when we make those decisions? The animals that I've worked with, the experiences that I've had, I say yes, we're not okay. And it's okay to not be okay at that time. Because you know what? It sucks. And I know that if we had a choice, we would want them to fall asleep and just not wake up and go peacefully. That's really what we want. It's really what we want. And the thing is that, thank you, Megan. Thank you for also, liking it or commenting or whatever it is. It was so funny. Thank you for that though. So I think that our animals are okay on the other side. We are not. And Kathleen, I see it just caught my eye. She said I'm really not okay. And then Kathy, I'm still not okay. And it's okay not to be okay. That's what we need to remember. It's okay not to be okay. It's okay to grieve your animals. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to hold on to guilt. It's okay. It's okay to be in that moment. It's just not okay to live there and punish yourself for something that you did nothing wrong with. So that's the difference. That's really important. So we don't have to be okay. You know, Niki was my first bottle baby. You know, I got him, he fit in my hand. I fed him a bottle. He was sick as a dog. He was a rescue. And my mom found him a beautiful home. And no, I found him a beautiful home. And when the woman came to pick him up to take him to her home, my mom was mad at me because she wanted to keep him out of the litter that we had rescued. And I was like, that's not the purpose of rescuing. We didn't get these kittens healthy again and get them ready for their homes to say that we're going to keep them. That's not right. And my mom was like, yeah, but I wanted that one. And the woman who adopted him was an elderly lady. And she came back to the house and she said, can you babysit him for a month for me? Because I have to go to Florida because I'm a nurse and I just have to go to Florida for a little bit. And she never came back again. And the ongoing joke was, I told my mom, I see what you did? See, you did put in the universe, you wanted him. So guess what? Now we got him. And he was the best thing that could have ever happened. A year later, I'm not okay. Ooh, I just went out for a second. That was really weird. There's days and moments I'm not okay. There really is. And there's times where I need him and I feel like he's not there. But then there's days and moments where I get to talk about him and I get to share his memory with many. And that's what I really need to focus on. That's what I need to do. And Kathleen, I'm going to tell you this. What signs will Gracie give you after she passes, and can I ask her for you? This is what I'm going to say. The time that you have with Gracie now, ask her for a specific sign for when she passes. And of course, after she's on the other side, then I will get signs from her. But I'm saying right now, I would love for you to use your abilities and for you to use your communication during this grief so that you can see what you could help and communicate with her. I'm not trying to stop from giving you an answer. I'm trying to give you a tool and give you power. Sit with her and say, Gracie, you know what? I need to see purple flowers. You know, I need to see this when you're on the other side. So you touch my heart and I touch yours. And when it's time for Gracie, because I know what you're going through right now, she'll remember that conversation. She'll put that in front of you. And it may even happen immediately. It may even happen immediately. You'd be surprised. You really would be surprised. But grief is hard. Grief sucks. Making decisions is one of the hardest things. I have Kathleen, who is dealing with this now. And then I have my friend Laura that's dealing with this now. And I will never make a decision for someone and say it's time. I will never do that. I will pass you the link to check off things and do stuff like that. But the thing is that we know that we're coming from our heart. And when the time is right, we'll know the time is right. I think that's really important to get down to, really important. Okay, so I hope that answers, Sasha, honey. I hope that answers your question. I hope that helps. For those of you who are new here, welcome. I will put the stream out in a minute. I'm just trying to get things rolling. I want to make sure that you guys share out there. I do want to let you guys know that I have been on the spirit realm for quite a while now, and I have made the decision that I am going to go off on my own. So because my calendar is crazy and opportunities are beautiful that are coming up for me, and I really have to jump on them and take them, I'm decided to actually, after this month, I'm going to just go off on my own. I'm not going to be connected to any network, any kind of, business page or anything like that. I'm just going to go off on my own and be on my own. Hi, Francesca. So I've decided that I'm going to do that on my own. So I wanted to let you guys know that. So if you're not following my page already, I would suggest you do that. If you want to continue with the readings, I don't know my schedule yet. I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow, but I will be updating and letting you guys know how I'm going to be rolling things and how I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently. Yeah, Kathleen, I know. One second, I just want to show. And Christina, I don't do well on grieving. It's hard for me to deal with a pet that you had as a family member, but now they're gone. It is, yes. Kathy, you were the one from last week that I asked you to ask the question again. I've been waiting for you to come here. I asked in the beginning of the show, actually, I was like, I hope whoever it was, I don't remember what the question was. So yes, please ask the question. Please ask the question. Please. And I do, and I know once I read it, I'm like, oh my God, yes, that was the question. And I will go into readings, guys. I know, Tori, I'll miss you too. I really will. And I thank you for all your help, because I know that you're always there for me. It's just time that I just move on my own, you know? That's the bottom line. It's just time I move on my own, cut the cord, you know? All right. So when an animal passes, do they know how to communicate right away, or do they learn with time? I think this is a phenomenal question. I really do. And what it is that animals, when actually this goes for people too. So let me just explain this. And let me just stress to you guys, everything that I share with you and everything that I explain to you is through my experiences only. So you might meet somebody who feels differently. You might feel differently. So please just know that I do this through my experiences only. Okay. My experiences with people and animals is that, thank you, Tori. My experience with people and animals is that they know how to communicate because their soul is pure. So what happens is on the other side, they're healthy again. They're okay again. There's no pain. There's no fear. There's no anger. There's no loss. They're pure. So their communication is there. They have the ability to do it. Now, to go with this question of also learning things. So don't think that they can have a full-fledged conversation immediately. It depends on how the transition was, if they need healing on the other side, if they want to learn something on the other side, if they want space on the other side. Like, we have decisions on the other side that we make of like what world we want to go to. Where do we want to go? Do we want to spend time with our loved ones on the other side? Do we want to go to the hospital on the other side and heal our soul? Heal pieces that we might want to fix, that mistakes that we've made, things like that. So there's decisions that we make. But this is the next question that goes with this. Natalie, if their soul is pure on the other side and they're okay to communicate, my arm is so sore. They're okay to communicate on the other side, then why, if I sit with a medium, they can't connect with them? Why can't they connect with them? And this is the thing that's really, really, really important for you guys to take in, please. Sometimes we block ourselves and we don't even know we're doing it, and we completely do not mean to do it. But the grief is so deep and the desperation is so strong to hear from them. We actually build this block in front of us where we don't receive that reading. That connection is not there, and it's not intentional. Okay? And this goes for people too. The same thing with signs. Oh my gosh, I want a sign. And you're looking for a purple flower, and you're not realizing as you're looking out into the field or the meadow that a person just walked past you that had a purple flower in their hands. Or you don't realize that as you're driving, the truck on the side of the road has a purple flower on it. And the reason why we're not is because we're so hyper-focused on looking for something in a specific area that we're blocking ourselves from seeing what's around us. And that's what it is. That's what it is. Kathy said, I asked because you did a reading for me 2 weeks after my boy passed, and the things he said made sense, but they took some interpreting. He wasn't really exact with the things he said to me. Absolutely, Kathy. And that could also be my misinterpretation. So I could receive something, deliver it to you, but be interpreting. You have to understand, how does one of my good friends, Cindy, she says, you know what we're doing? We're playing charades, telephone, and Pictionary all at the same time. That's what we're doing. So we're seeing things, we're hearing things, we're feeling things, we're knowing things all at the same time, and we're putting these pieces together. And sometimes we misinterpret. My friend Anthony always gives the best example of an experience that he had. He was reading for someone and the mother was there, and the mother kept putting this red hood on. And he's like, I understand. I know that mom would have read to you Little Red Riding Hood, or Little Red Riding Hood is really big deal to you. She's like, no, I have no connection with that. He's like, yeah, but she keeps showing me this. She keeps showing me this red hood that she's putting on. She's putting this red thing over her head. and it looks like Little Red Riding Hood. It's like a scarf or a hood or something like that she keeps putting over. He's like, you sure you didn't read Little Red Riding Hood with your mom? It's not a big book that you guys read together? And game night. I like that. I like that, Megan. I really like that. I'm writing that down, game night. And the woman's like, no, I don't understand. And then all of a sudden she went, oh! And he goes, what's the matter? And she goes, I was just diagnosed with cancer, and I wanted to see what I would look like with no hair on. So I took a red scarf and I put it over my head, and I looked at myself in the mirror. So what Anthony was seeing was a red scarf being put on. He interpreted it as Little Red Riding Hood. But what the mother was saying was, in that moment when you were looking in the mirror to look at yourself with your red scarf on, I was there with you. So that was a misinterpretation from him. Yeah, Francesca, you know Anthony. He'll tell you the story. That was a misinterpretation from him. And thank God that connection was there, because that's what it was. So sometimes, it's a misinterpretation from us. He probably laughed at me trying to figure it out. Yeah, probably, and I'm glad you got to figure it out, because, the other part is that it's not, the readings aren't for me. They're for the two of you. That's what it is. The readings are for the two of you. Jenny, I just saw your post now. So I just saw it now. So I'm not sure what you said before. But I'm going to stop talking, because I don't know what the heck is wrong with me today, but I'm talking way too much. I'm going to post the link in here. If you guys have not been read previously, please listen very carefully. If you have not been read previously, you could click the link and then join live, but please only if you have not been read previously. And the reason why I'm asking this is because I want to get to new people. I want to make sure that I get new people out here, just so they can have a chance. That's what it is. I don't know if I think it's Jenny. Jenny, I see your comments now. So now I guess you're connecting because I see you now. Thank you. It's actually my daughter's tapestry in the back, but I got tired of looking at the ugly window. Love you, Francesca. And thank you for being there the other night for Cindy when I was working. It was so nice to see you. I loved it. I loved you being there. And I'm going to make an announcement soon, not yet, for an event that I'm going to be doing. And not yet, because it's not up yet once it's up. So the link is in the, I'm going to keep talking, but the link is in the stream. And you guys are more than welcome, if you have a photo or have your live animal with you, to click the link and join, but you're going to be live on here, so you will be brought on here. And if you have a concern that you want me to look directly into, please have that in mind. Also, do not feed me. Okay, we get super excited, and then all of a sudden we want to feed Natalie and give her all these details. Let me bring the details in. All right. Good night, Francesca. Let me just zoom up for a little bit. What a great analogy. Yeah. I like game night. I like that. It is like game night. It's like Cards Against Humanity, and I'm just kidding. It's like Cards Against Humanity, Family Feud, After Dark, and In My House. That's what it's really like. Family Feud, Cards Against Humanity, and something else. I need 3 different games than what Cindy has. She's like, you're sick, Natalie. You're sick. All right. So Chantel, I'm going to bring you up in a minute. Jenny, you could look on my website. I'll put it in here. And you have all the details for pricing and all that stuff. This is what I'm going to say to you guys, because people don't know how I work. I get right to the point. I don't like to waste people's money and or time. So when it comes to animal readings, I tell you 30 minutes is enough for a private reading. If you want a psychic reading, an animal reading, a mediumship reading, or any of those combined, then I would do the 50 minutes. But if you're just looking for an animal reading, I would really do 30, unless you have a ton of different animals you want to hear from. But I really think 30 minutes is enough for you guys. Okay, Chantel, I'm going to start with you. So just make sure to have a picture or either your pet with you. Once I click the button, it's going to be like, boom, we're here. So just be ready. Okay, hun? Here we go.
If I can see it.
Okay. How are you?
Oh, crazy week.
Oh, I get it.
Yes. I do have a picture of her. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see. You'll be able to see it.
Oh, just lean it forward just a little bit. I could see it. Yeah. What's her name?
Zoe.
Zoe.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. I have Zoe. Okay. Thank you for that. Okay. So there's a couple of things. I want to go back to Zoe. When Zoe was younger, was she like a jumper up in the air? Because
Yes.
I feel like I want to jump up in the air, like, and not even like some dogs would jump from like couch to couch or whatever, but I mean, she could get height, I feel like.
She did. She was a little, I used to call her my little tiger because she would bounce everywhere.
That was the first thing that she showed me. And I think she wants to show you this to show you that like, that's the age that she's back at now. That's what she wants you to see now, you know, because she's showing me and I'm just like, whoa, like I want to measure this. Because I can't believe how I feel like I could be standing up and she would jump right in my arms without a problem.
She was just a happy-go-lucky little girl.
And that's the way she makes me feel. She's like bouncing everywhere, but she's a lover. Like she bounces just to show you what she can do out of excitement. I feel like I can't hold my happiness down. So I have to jump up because I'm happy. But I'm the biggest lover out there. Like I feel like she just, and she could feel. So it's like, if you're sad, she has to come to you because she has to make you feel better. Like that's her biggest thing, is that she feels, she loves, she knows. Now, I know you showed me the heart with her picture on it. I know you showed me that, but I want to talk about something else that's connected to her. And it looks like it'd be a stone or a rock or something like that that would be connected to her that she's showing me. So I don't know, are you thinking of having a garden, or do you have plants or flowers or something in her memory like that?
Yes.
So you would understand this perfect, because she wants to talk about that as well. But she keeps on, and I feel like because she keeps bringing me back to her health, and I'm healthy, I'm healthy, I'm healthy, because I feel like in the end I was declining and it was really difficult. Because I feel like in the end, like my eyesight was going, my hearing was going a little bit. There was stuff like things were just shutting down. And I feel like that's not what I want remembered. That's not what I want looked at. I keep going back to, did you add chicken to her food?
Yes.
I'm sorry. This is what they do to me. You know, like these are the things that they do, but she just keeps showing me that all of a sudden. So she wants to connect to that as well. And if you realize, like, she's showing me the memories of the full life that she had. She wants you to remember her for all of like her, with her spunkiness. That's what it is, her spunkiness. Yeah. And I feel like everybody loved her. Like if you brought her into the vet's office for her checkup, everybody just loved her because she was just such a lover. Like she just loved everyone. That's the way she was. I want to say she didn't like the nails trimmed too much, and she wasn't crazy about the grooming.
Right. No, she hated it.
Yeah, because she's sharing that with me. She's like, I wish we could have done without that. I know I looked gorgeous right after. Didn't like it. Didn't like it. You know, so that's like, if she was going to complain about anything, that would be what she's going to complain about.
It was.
But she wants to thank you for the life that she had. That's her biggest thing. Chantel, is your mom in the spirit world?
No.
Who would be the mother figure in the spirit world that's with her? Because I have a mother figure with her. Gosh.
I have my grandmother on my dad's side passed away.
Who is Kathy?
Kathy.
Or Catherine, but it's like that.
Catherine. I'm not sure.
I might be jumping. Because I can't, I know I have a mother who's trying to sneak in. And if your mom is still here, I don't want to force somebody on you if they're not yours. So I know that I have someone with Catherine Ann, that's trying to squeeze in here. So I'm not going to force her on her. So I want to go back to Zoe for a second. I know that you would have held on to some of Zoe's items, like her collar and her, you know, like her little items that just remind you of her, because she's showing me that. And I feel like you would have placed this in a drawer or placed this away somewhere safe because you were so worried about losing this and being able to find it. So she's saying that she knows that, you know, that you have that. She knows you have that. So her message to you is, I am more than good. I'm great. And I'm happy.
I think I'm having the hardest time with it because she was so pleased. She loved to play with bubbles. She loved to play in the tub in the water. She wanted to play in the tub. And I told her, I said, in a little while. And we went outside. And she never went under our vehicles. And she happened to go under the truck. And my fiance ran her over. And that's how I had to put her down after because she was suffering.
Now, I want to show you something. And I'm going to be very honest with you. She did not show me. I did not describe or bring up or do anything connected to her passing. And there's a reason for that, because she did not give that to me. So I want
she's not mad at me?
No. What was the first thing she did when she came in? She showed you her jumping and moving and being free.
You know, it's so funny because my favorite memory of her is when I had to put them in their crates in the morning time. She'd bounce up and down in the crate because she was so excited to see me.
And that's what she wants you to remember.
That's my favorite memory.
That's what it is. So she completely, and I can't even tell you, oh, I think I saw that, but I didn't want to say anything. I did not see what happened. Okay. I did not feel a tragedy. I did not feel sudden passing. I did not feel anything. She didn't even mention it.
No.
She didn't mention her passing at all. So I think that that's also a big message for you, that she doesn't want you to replay it over and over again. Replay her quirkiness. Replay her bouncing around. Replay her happy days over and over again. But the fact that she protected you, protected me from sharing any of this is a big deal. It's a big deal. So I want you to watch this over so you could see. Not once do I try, do I go, do I see? Nothing. There was nothing there.
Oh, and that's why. You.
Okay?
Thank you.
I'm really sorry. I really am. But I hope this helps you to heal at least a little.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, hon. It was very nice to meet you.
Nice. Thank you. You too.
Okay. So that is a great way to show you guys that, you know, sometimes they don't want, and this goes with humans too, also, just so you know. I have to go back again. Whose mom's name that's passed? That's Catherine Ann or Catherine Ann. There might be a Catherine and an Ann, but I need that because mom is here. Like I keep hearing it over and over again. Catherine, mom has to be passed. Please don't give me her living. Please don't. I don't want to. I don't want to put a living mom in the grave. Oh my God. You know, Sasha, your mom is passed and she's Kathy. Let me just get a little bit more real fast. Not real fast, but let me just get a little bit more. Sasha, would you understand a cancer connection within the family? A cancer connection, hon? Would you understand that? And just tell me yes or no real fast, because I am going to grab other people from there, but there's a reason why I'm asking you that. Would you understand a cancer connection with mom, or a cancer connection within the family that mom would be mentioning? So it could be someone now who is dealing with cancer, but would you understand that? Yes. Sasha, could you do me a favor? Can you just click the link and come in if you don't mind? Oh my God, I just put you on the spot. I didn't mean to. If you don't want to come in, you don't have to, hon. You don't have to. It's just that mom snuck in here. And if you don't feel okay with it, just say, Natalie, I don't want to, and don't worry about it. I don't want to force you to. I didn't mean to do that. It's just that mom is here. And okay, thank you, Sasha. Okay, so Sasha's going to pop in. I usually wouldn't do this, but mom is really persistent. She wants to come in. So I'm glad that Sasha came in, that Sasha is here. Let's see. Hi, Mara. I think it's Mara. I'm trying to think of how I'm pronouncing your name wrong. And I know that I have some people in the waiting room. I promise I'm going to try to get to you as soon as possible. I just want to grab Sasha real fast since her mom is here. Lauren, I just saw your messages. Absolutely. A live reading, and I'm reading for a live animal is absolutely okay. Absolutely. Okay, so now let me just see. Oh my gosh. How do I do this? I'll do it like this. Sorry. All right, Sasha, I'm going to put you in now, hon. I am so sorry for putting you on the spot and being like, oh my God, click the link. Come on. You have to come on. Like, I am so sorry for doing that. Oh my God. After I opened my big mouth, I was like, oh my God, that's terrible what I just did. No, so I'm really sorry. Bye, Noelle. Thank you for joining us. So mom is here. And I have to say that she is really persistent, not persistent like in concern, but persistent in she wants to let you know that she's there for you. So I feel like there's a change or there's something going on around you that you're really worried about or really concerned with. So you have a heavy weight on you. And she wants to say that she's here. Now, would mom have been ill? So she passed because she had an illness that was connected to her?
Yes.
Okay. Now, was mom the one with cancer? Because she's showing me the cancer, but I don't know if that's connected to mom or not.
Yeah, that was her. Yeah.
Okay. So that was mom that was connected to the cancer. Okay. And she also wants to talk to me about who has had the child after her passing? Someone had a child after her passing? You could tell me no if it's no, because I'm going to dig a little bit deeper.
Yes, but not directly related.
Oh, that's okay to not directly, but mom would have known this individual that had a child after the passing?
Yeah.
She's telling me no. Give me a second, because who you're thinking of is not the right one. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to say it that way, but she's not the right one.
I know you, it's fine.
And she might be changing this in a way of either that or someone's expecting. So is someone expecting in the family?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay, hold on to that and remember I'm saying that. How is October significant to you? So it'd be birthday, anniversary, or month of passing for you or someone close to you in the family. October.
That's October is the month of my brother's birthday, but we had different moms.
That's okay. But that's significant for you. So that's significant for you. I also want to talk about the fact you have mom's ring, because she keeps showing me a connection to a piece of jewelry, because she keeps showing me a ring. And it would have been a piece of jewelry that's connected to her that she wants to talk about.
Not a ring. A ring.
But you have a piece of jewelry that's mom's.
I do have like a very old, from childhood.
It's okay, but you have a piece of her jewelry, but it's not a ring?
Mm-mm.
Okay. The reason why I say that is because I keep seeing a cross connected to mom as well. So did she believe in prayer? Was she strong with prayer? Was prayer important to her?
Not prayer, but she was more so spiritual. She had spiritual gifts, yeah.
I understand that you're saying not really prayer, but she had spiritual gifts. I feel that,
I guess in a sense
that she's what she keeps saying to me is that she believed in prayer and she believed that she was safe before her crossing over, because she knew that her prayers were being listened to, her prayers were heard. So I don't mean prayer like Our Father and Holy Mary. I don't mean in that manner, but I mean in the manner of prayer is important to her. Where does the tattoo come in? She keeps showing me a significance to someone having a tattoo.
I have tattoos and my sister has one.
Give me 1 second. Mm-hmm. Does one of the tattoos either have a name or a signature or something in writing on it?
Yeah, my sister's, it says strength. Yeah.
Is that strength?
Yeah. And like
cursive. Now, does her tattoo say something backwards also? So can you read it forwards and backwards?
No.
Then there's two meanings for her tattoo.
Okay.
Because mom is showing me forwards and then she's showing me backwards. So just ask your sister because she's showing me, I want to talk about the strength tattoo. She's showing me the words. And if she has the words on it, that's what I want to talk about. So, but she keeps on moving forward and then she keeps moving backwards. So
Okay.
there's something about 2 meanings for that tattoo for your sister that she wants to talk about,
Okay.
that she wants to speak about.
Okay.
And also one last thing, did you recently change a job? Are you thinking of changing a job? What's going on with the job?
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I'm looking into ways to quit my 10-year job and be self-employed. Yeah.
Okay. Mom is standing behind you. She sees that going on because she's mentioning that. So just know that. Okay. Also, is there a significant birthday coming up? Who's having a significant birthday year?
Significant birthday year. Mine just passed, but it's not. I guess it's the last year of my 30s, so maybe that's significant. But not any significant. No, not that I can think of. No family. Significant.
Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Because I keep seeing celebration, significant birthday. And I know you said your birthday is you're 29, I'm assuming, if I'm doing my math right.
39,
You
yeah.
said you're significant before turning 30. You turned 30 or no? You're 29.
No, I'm 39, like the end of my
39.
30s.
Okay, 39.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm making you a decade younger. Next time, lie.
I know,
Come
right?
on, don't we know this stuff?
Right.
No, I keep hearing a J name like James or Jimmy or something like that, but it's a J name. And it's a male.
Ooh, a male. You're making me think of my sister, but she's not a male. Well, obviously I keep saying sister, but but her name starts with a J. So
Is she named after someone? Is there a Joseph or a John, something like that? And it could be Jose.
Joseph, John, Jose. No, but her name is Janet, but they wanted it to be a little more feminine, and so they added like an extra T at the end. Nothing like that. That's the only thing I can think of. Just J.
I just lost you guys for a second. I don't know what's going on with my Wi-Fi today. I shouldn't have an issue. I keep seeing the number 70 as significant. So just remember I said that because I feel like that's an age that's significant. So you might be like, oh my gosh, I forgot so-and-so is turning 70 this year. But I think mom is acknowledging that. So just remember I said that, okay?
Gotcha.
And I feel like there's a connection to this birthday with like a Joseph. I want to stick to that name, Joseph. I usually don't go John, this, that, usually I don't do that. So I just want to connect to that. But mom's saying, keep moving forward. She's watching your back. She's got you. So just have faith in yourself, okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for hopping on.
Sure.
All right, Lauren, I'm going to come to you. Let me just pull you in. Okay. Hi, Lauren.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. I was just typing all this out. This is a little bit long about Brooklyn.
Don't give me any information.
Okay.
Brooklyn. Is Brooklyn here or past? And do you have a photo?
She's here.
Is she here with you by any chance?
No, no. She's not, and I don't have a photo to hand you. They're all in my phone.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Did you have something specific you wanted me to look into with Brooklyn?
I want to know how she's doing.
Was there a change I keep getting the number 6 as significant. So was there a change in the last like 6 months?
No, we got her within the last 6 months, and then she was adopted last week.
Okay, so 6 month, the 6 month connection would be that you got her in the last
Mhm.
6 months.
Right.
Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm connected with her the right way. Now, you got her in the last 6 months, but I keep seeing my belly extended. So would you understand her having worms or having something going on with inside her belly that it would have been extended?
She was pregnant.
Oh, God.
Then I got her with her babies and helped her raise her babies and
Okay, let me just stop you right there for a second.
okay.
And I just want people to just see what just happened, because this is exactly what I said earlier about where we misinterpret. And I see something in her belly like worms. Little do I know that they're little puppies. So I'm
Yeah.
not saying that puppies or worms. I'm just
Well,
saying,
she had worms too, you know, when they have puppies. They have
but
worms
I think that I agree with the puppies though, and it was my misinterpretation. But
too.
I just want people to see how like misinterpretation can happen. But I
Mhm.
just want to go back for a second because I feel like the cating and the caring to her, because this was a neglectful situation that she came from,
Mhm.
and a
Yeah.
fearful situation that she came from, and a survival situation that she came from.
Oh,
So she's
definitely.
making me feel like I just wanted to survive. That's all I wanted. But now she's kind of like I hate using it this way, but I'm going to use it this way. She's kind of like in a happy shock because she can't believe what she has. So that's the way I'm feeling. Like I have safety. I feel warm. I have clean water. Would you understand this? When you found her, she didn't
Oh,
really have clean water.
she had nothing. She was eating plastic
Oh,
and anything, wire, anything to feed those babies. But if I can just say this, before she went, you could see in her eyes what you were just saying.
mhm.
And we had decided to keep her. And overnight, boom, we just got the notice that she was going the next day, which normally we get, we get time to acclimate them to. And this was odd for us because the the head of the rescue was trying to convince us to adopt her, and it was just all of a sudden it clicked, and she felt so safe and admiring in her eyes and the connection, and now I'm worried about her.
And I wouldn't worry about her because she's still safe.
Okay.
So I want you to know that she's still safe, because she's showing me what she still has. So she's showing me something like clean water, which for a lot of us would not be a big deal, but for her, it really is. So from you telling me that she was eating anything and holding on to anything and doing with anything that she could, to see that she's showing me something as simple to us as clean water, that's a big deal. So I feel that safety and that happiness of having that.
Is she showing happiness with her people or her place, or
Do you know if she was adopted and brought to an apartment?
no, it wasn't.
So,
I had refused that before, so
okay. Oh, so
apartment.
okay. Because I'm seeing,
That was the first one that they were trying to send her to. No, it was an acreage.
okay. So I feel like what they're doing, so she's aware of the apartment that was denied, but I feel what they're doing, which is the right thing to do, because I see a room where it's like my room, if I could share it that way. So I feel like she has
Oh.
a room that's hers in her safety space for her to get used to her new environment. So I'm seeing this space where she knows is hers, where it's quiet right now, but then she gets to go outside and smell the fresh air. But she has that safety. So I see a safety space of an entire room that's to her, dedicated
Okay.
to her. I
That's
wouldn't,
too bad.
I feel, you don't want her to be happy. You want her to come back to you.
No, it's just she was used to lots of
I'm sure she's
space
going to have lots of
to move
space,
around
but
and
she's saying
be
this is
with
her
people
space.
and be
This
with
is
people.
her space, though. She's happy that she has her space. And that's what I'm feeling. It's my space. So I think they're respecting what she needs to get used to and acclimated in her environment. So that's what I feel like they're doing. She makes me feel like they're doing the right thing. So I don't feel like I'm just put outside to just wander around by myself. I don't feel like I'm being neglected in any way. I feel like I'm getting that peacefulness and that security of my surroundings. That's the way I'm feeling it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I do want her to come back to us.
I know.
Can
I
you send her that
actually.
message?
I know she knows that, but I feel like also there's going to be others that are going to come your way, and because you are the way you are, she would rather herself. And I'm saying this honestly. She makes me feel like she would rather stay where she is now, so others can be rescued, because she feels that she needs that to happen. And I feel like and she's making me feel like if she would have stayed there, that would have stopped others from having the same opportunity. Whether you feel that way or not, I'm sharing what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling. And that's what I'm seeing and what she's showing me. That she's in a safe environment and she's in a safe place, and there'll be other opportunities for others to experience this.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
All right. It was nice to meet you.
You bet. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'll be booking an appointment with you for some other things.
Oh, sounds good. I'll see you soon.
Okay, you bet. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Okay. I'm going to jump to Susana, and if you guys have specific questions, the time is really going. So I'm going to jump to Susana, trying to get through. I'm so sorry, guys. All right, Susana, I'm going to throw you right in. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Okay, how are you?
I'm okay. This is Gigi. And she's 23. She may not want to sit. She's
okay.
She's going.
Wait, give me a second. So I just because and I'm sorry, I don't mean to stop you right away. It's just that I want to jump in right away because I'm feeling like, first of all, 23. Whoa, let me just tell you. I know we want to keep them to 46 and all that fun stuff, but 23 is unbelievable. So congratulations to you, because you must be doing something right to have a 23-year-old cat living with you. So I just want to stress that right now. I know that I feel, and please, I'm not a doctor. I don't diagnose or prescribe, but I do know, like I feel, especially my kidneys are just not working the way they should be. Okay. So I just want to say that. And it's nothing that you're doing wrong. It's not neglect. It's not anything like that. I just feel like they're just, would I have lost a lot of weight in the last 6 months?
Yes.
Okay. Because I felt like this tremendous weight loss within I want to say short period of time, but like not weeks, but I think over months, it would have been a weight loss. So I feel that as well. I also feel like you have a concern of, when is the time right?
Yes.
And are you going to know when the time is right?
We actually, can you ask her? Because we have it scheduled tomorrow at 11.
Okay.
Can you ask her if there's anything she needs or wants?
Is she not sleeping at night?
No.
And she's very vocal at night, right? Okay. This is what I'm going to give you. I never
Even
tell.
right now,
I hear her now. But my cats make that noise when they're just hungry. Like when they want to be obnoxious. But I feel like at night I'm making a lot of noise, and I feel like part of her is here and part of her is already there. So I feel like part of me. Can you understand what I mean by that? I never tell someone whether the time is right or not. What I do tell you is that honor what you're feeling and what you know. Because 23 years, you're not going to make a decision just because you feel like it. Yeah. And that's the way I want you to think about it. That's the way I want you to think about it. And I'm not going to say that it's time, it's not time. I'm not going to say that. What I am going to say is that when you feel that feeling in your gut, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. And also, if you know that this is happening and it's going to happen, please message me, because I will take time throughout that day to send you healing, send the doctor healing, send her healing. Gigi's really not going to need it, just so you know. They don't need it. We do. Yeah. But I'm going to send everyone healing. Not that it's going to make it, it's going to make it easier, if that makes sense. So I just want you to know that when that happens, please message me. I might just message you back with a thumbs up, but that's because I'm writing down what I need to do and I'm setting my alarm clock for certain times to remind me and go off so I do it. Okay? All right.
Thank you.
I just have to say, like, bless you, and I hope that, like, when I die, I come back as your cat, because then I could live a long life. Honestly, if I could just give you that. But I'm so sorry, because no matter what the age is, it's never easy. It's never
Okay.
easy. You're in my thoughts and my prayers.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, hon. You're
Thank
welcome.
you. All right.
Okay. All right, Megan, I'm going to jump as fast as I can, guys. All right, Megan, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. How can I help you?
All right. We have our little pup, Sandy, here. I don't know if you could see her. She just lays by her food bowl.
Okay. Is there, I keep on going to my eyes and my ears. Is there something going on with that? Okay, so you would understand this. So I feel like there's a lot going on here. And actually, if you notice, I started rocking back and forth. Were her ears checked?
Not recently, no.
Okay, I kind of want to check them. I'm kind of rocking back and forth like something's bothering me. I don't diagnose and I don't prescribe, not a doctor. Everybody who watches this, I say this to everyone every single time. But I feel like there's something going on that's really bothering me. And I don't know if it's the anxiety I'm feeling and that's what's bothering me, or if it's ear pain or pain going on and it's creating the anxiety. But I'm not liking the way I feel. I'm very sensitive.
She's had seizures. She's been having seizures. She's had 2 since yesterday.
I was just about to say and I said that I'm very sensitive. So if you go back, you'll see me saying that right before, and I'm going like this because there's something very sensitive going on. Now, and I'm rocking back and forth. So that's probably why she's doing that to me.
She's been walking in circles all afternoon, just walking in circles.
Yeah, I'm being honest. And I don't say this lightly. I would take her back to the doctor. I really would. I would take her back. And this is like an emergency situation only because I don't feel right. I don't feel right. And it's just, and they might have like an is she on anti-seizure medicine already?
Yeah, somewhat, yes. And we just added another medication today. So
okay. I was about to say I felt that going in my body already. I would really take her in because I feel like I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling good. I'm going to be honest. I'm really not.
We know it's been going on for 6 months. So
yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I feel like it's just, I'm not doing well. I'm sorry, hon. I'm sorry. I wish I had better news.
We know. I mean, we know it's coming, but we don't have a clear diagnosis. We just have been told, make her comfortable to the end.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think there's no clear diagnosis because I think there's more than one thing going on. But if I'm not getting specifically what it is, usually that's because there's no cure.
Yeah, and we accepted that. We know that.
Yeah, that's usually why I'm not saying, oh, go see this and go see that and have that done. But I think that it is, I think we do need to see a doctor just to make sure that she's not in pain, just to make sure. And also lights, dim lights. I need dimness. I don't like the brightness.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. I'm really sorry, hon. I'm sending her prayers and you prayers too. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. You're welcome. Okay. I'm going to, I'm trying to see, like 30 seconds left. Wait, let me just see something. Okay. Okay, these are all old messages. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss any. It is 9:00. I do have to go because I think there's somebody on after me. They didn't tell me there wasn't. But if you didn't make it today, please make it next week and hop in right away. I'm so sorry I couldn't get to everybody. I'm just looking at my calendar. Next week will be the last week that I'm on the spirit realm because then I'm going on my own. And I don't know what days I'll be on, but I'll let you guys know because I don't know what's happening. But I hope you guys enjoyed today. I want to thank you guys for joining me here today also. And I hope to see you next week. Take care, everyone, and send prayers and thoughts out to everyone who's on today that's dealing with and struggling with some stuff going on, okay? All right, everyone, take care. I hope to see you again.